another lady from the coast. She's called Umi. She visited KNH several times because she had cancer, and she recovered. And one thing that we do as a council, we also pay for the cancer treatment, the skin cancer treatment for persons with albinism who already have cancer. Another milestone is that persons with albinism have been empowered, and the awareness and sensitization has gone out there. They can actually speak for themselves. The council doesn't have to come and speak on behalf of persons with albinism. Like yesterday, today is 14th. Yesterday we were celebrating the International Albinism Awareness Day. The main one was happening in Mombasa, another one here at the KICC in Nairobi, and I got to represent the director at the one that was happening in Bungoma. And wow, persons with albinism in Bungoma, they were actually, fighting for their space with the county government. They have arranged themselves. They have the national chair, the county chair, the secretary. They have arranged themselves. So there's that aspect of self-advocacy, and they are vocal about it, and they don't fear no one. You understand? I can mention many other milestones. For example, we also provide monocular devices for persons with albinism, and also prescribed glasses that have been prescribed by an ophthalmologist. And we've provided several all over the country, but not in the recent past. We've done maybe like 5 counties, but was it in 2015? We did the entire country. Yeah. And the amount that we receive from the exchequer as the council is not enough. For example, if we are to give just sunscreen lotion only, according to our database, we have around 8,000 persons with albinism. Okay? And the official number of persons with albinism in Kenya, according to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, stands at about 926, maybe around there, if I'm not wrong. You see, there's a gap of around 6,000 persons with albinism. Where are they? But if you get one person with albinism, use one bottle of sunscreen, which right now costs between 2,800 and 3,000. Let's take 3,000. For 1 month, we should be using 9 million to procure just sunscreen. Leave alone after sun, leave alone lip balm, leave alone even the cancer screening, the cancer treatment, leave alone even. So in 10 months, like 10 months, we should be using around 90 million. But one of the greatest milestones that we've made as the council and persons with albinism and the community of persons with albinism in Kenya is that we have a document, the National Action Plan for Persons with Albinism. And your mom was part together with Alan Herbert, you remember? We were in Mombasa. Yeah. So that document is in its final stages, and it has reached at the AID's table. It is yet to be tabled at the cabinet so that it can come a cabinet paper. But we really thank the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, that the ones pushing the document for us so that it can go to the cabinet and it can be a national document for reference for any person or any organization that wants to do albinism and support program in. So I'll leave it at that. I have a
that actually presents basically a lot of questions that I have. There are a lot of non-governmental organizations and initiatives that work with people with albinism around the country. How much does the National Council prioritize working with these organizations at the grassroots? Into and everything. Even as you mentioned, the database is almost 9,700, but you have about 3,000. So how does
several like events for the national just yesterday. We've supported Pro Tools and Alan's here. He applied for some money so that we could support him in his program to hold the yeah. Other than that, there's another one by Caxton. Caxton in it. The one that I think able differentiate that program. Yeah. They requested for something as well, and we supported them because we can't reach everywhere. You know, other organizations of and there's another called the Goma Network. Some grants to organizations. There was a one for Isaac Moura as the chair of the Empower, and one was called Pastoral Heritage, and we are given them to have in order to us do and reach at the grassroots. But other than that, they work in partnership with DSOs, we call them service officers, whom we have in all the 47 counties. So we really want to say that we are open to working with all organizations and persons with albinism. Whenever you have something, present a proposal, you know, a written document, let there be something in written and whatever it is that you can officially is open, and we are open to collaborating with other.
Thank you. In the same vein, and also to Dr. Chelsea, who's among us tonight, I'm sure Dr. Chelsea raised most of us through her hand, and has done a lot of work in making education accessible to people with albinism, as well as providing free before we session. Now, Lisa, okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. It's such a joy to see these, even Grace and you for actually Grace was the first person with albinism at this country. She was before that time. And the transformation in Grace and all here and Goldarin, my God. Goldarin is really the golden girl of our foundation. But here's some of the issues that I think today I can take this opportunity to be able to really talk to you. Let us understand albinism from a little different perspective. You know, I've heard Stephen Wafula say, but now I will talk. No, so let us first start from the beginning. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, let's just say, so albinism is really speaking, it's misunderstood. It's really not the condition of the skin, it's a condition of the eyes. So a difference between an albino child and a white child is related to the eyes. Now, so first and foremost, I would say that when you're talking about health, health is not just physical health. Your skin lotions and all that is all for physical. You see, health is also mental, emotional, social, spiritual. My children all suffer from social exclusion. So it is to do more with social. People have to understand it's a genetic condition, not a disease. Both parents contribute. No child should be denied support from the father or parental love. So parental love goes, and Stephen Buffalo, you're telling about sunscreen. But you see, most of the sunscreen I've seen at places is always expired when they go. Now the person was mentioning in the thing also that they don't have money to go to the place to get it. Now just spending, so I would personally prefer all of you to say
that please let us not invest in things that have got an expiry date. Let us invest in love. Let us invest in education of children with albinism. Let us look for opportunities of work. Let them really thrive, like how I see the transformation. It's like a butterfly coming out of that larva or whatever it is. You people make me so very proud. I feel really very, very proud of each and every one of you.
Thank you so much. So Wafula has had his name being mentioned. We'd love to take the stand.
Yes, most definitely, yeah. Because here I represent the national government as it is. Now, when we procure these sunscreens, they have a shelf life. And this shelf life is approved by KEMSA even before they are distributed to facilities. And KEMSA cannot store anything in their shelves if it has a shorter shelf life. They can't at all. So the gap that we've realized is that you go to facilities. Yes, their facilities are the ones, of course, the ideal for dispensing of sunscreen, because the reason why we put sunscreen in facilities and not our offices, because if it were in our own offices, the 47 counties, tungepeana, we could have been giving them quickly without even them getting expired, okay? But the rationale of us having sunscreen at the hospital facilities is you just don't go to the pharmacy direct. No. You pass through a skin clinician first, so that they can assess you've been using sunscreen, how has it helped you? Has your skin improved or not? That was the rationale for us having sunscreen at the facility. But the gap and the sad part of it is those facilities, some of them, they hoard, some of them hoard. And it was during the audit that we did that we found that many of them, the sunscreen and the batches that we had bought are expired. And they end up issuing to persons with albinism. It's something that we are addressing, and we are really aware about it. Thank you.
I will have not to push this any further, but a solution. And given that he has said that he gives money, probably this is an opportunity for me to ask for money. So what we are doing at Black Albinism, I think there is... I think this is something that Grace also... I don't remember perfectly, but I remember there's somebody who was building an application to do with albinism. I don't know how that ended. But through the project that we implemented on climate change, we realized that the distance, as Dr. Choks has mentioned, the distance is sometimes wanting. Because if somebody stays on the border, like Mama Hagai, stays on the border of Tanzania and Kenya, by the time they go to level 4 hospital in Kajiado, that is a very long distance. So we're saying, how can we use assistive technology and tech to be able to bring the sunscreen closer to you? So I'm not going to go through the entire thing. We're still working on something that probably you could look for me on the side, and I give you a solution, and you give me money. Come here. Probably you could close it so that we could go into.
I think after this session, Wafula and Alan can meet behind the tent and discuss how best to go about this and potential solutions to that challenge, because it has been brought up many, many times, right? So to wrap this up, I think I would love to... Yes, I would love to pass the mic to our lovely lady here. And my question, or my last question to you is, what do you prioritize as a person with albinism in terms of taking care of yourself, taking care of your skin, taking care of your social life, taking care of your mind? Just a parting word that all of us here can take home, so we can look as stunning as you. Thank you.
Thanks, darling. I think I'll agree with something Dr. Choks said. It all starts with the mind. So power of the mind is very, very important. How you see yourself, how you accept yourself is very important. And that now dictates how you show up in the world, how other people see you, what you're willing to take or tolerate and what you're not able to tolerate. So find yourself, find what makes you happy, find your happy space, discover your talent, something that really just makes you shine in whatever way possible, whether it's singing, whether it's doing spoken word, film. Find your talent and then build up on it, because we all have something within ourselves and we are all unique and special in our own ways. So we need to also accept that and see that in ourselves.
Thank you. That has been so lovely. I'd love to appreciate my amazing panelists, from Alan to Grace and to Afula. Thank you for giving us your time. And we're going to wrap this up. Thank you.